Hello and welcome to The Wave of Things. My name is André Savitier. Some month ago I saw a concert by the French duo GUERRE in Bratislava, and after the concert I had a little talk with the band. Unfortunately I didn't have my recording gear with me, so we made an appointment for a talk later online. And finally we did it. GUERRE announced their new album Choo Choo, which is due to be released on October 11, and there is one song already available. It is called Disco Discord, and we will have a short listen to this song before we go into the talk.
Stop dancing on my foot, I dragged it down. I'm not pulling your throat, stuck in a gut.
Here today with Claudine and Federico from the duo GUERRE. It's a very interesting name. The duo is from Lille, from France. I think you're the first French band I'm interviewing here.
Really surprising.
And right now you are about to release a new album, and this was a perfect moment to meet you. We met before live in Bratislava after a concert. And I bought your vinyl back then for my first album. Oh my, very good one.
Thank you.
Thanks.
How would you describe your own sound to people that don't know your music?
This is very complicated because we don't want to be closed in one area, I would say, or genre. But we mainly listen to no wave from New York, so it's between noisy and dancing, I would say that.
Yeah, most of our origins come from post-punk, all this 80s, 70s, 80s sound, which was really creative, and that's the main thing in our influence, if there are no wave or post-punk anyway. The thing is that we are influenced by people who are not into real genre, but have Claudine was talking about no wave, and you can have some disco funk sounds or noise sounds, and all these things are for us interesting. So it's, I don't know if we answered your question, but it's a wide answer.
Good. I saw also at your live performance you wore some iron masks, or how to call it?
Yeah, we have one just right here. Yeah.
So this was really a nice start of the concert. I was really surprised.
Yeah, so it's a friend of us, really great artist, is making a lot of sculptures and
jewelry.
Yeah, jewelry, but as he says, it's not really jewelry. Between jewelry and art. So, for example, you cannot see this on stage, but here you see leather in it. First, it was a very interesting way to, put an atmosphere on stage. Beginning just with this, and after taking off the masks, we did it from the beginning almost.
Yeah. Maybe the second concert, it's some kind of theater, and to bring the audience with us, because sometimes we start to play and there are only 5 people in front of us, so it's a way to bring people to us. What's happening. There is something like mystery or I don't know, theater, and it's a way to bring people. But we just play one song with the mask.
Yeah, so people maybe are wondering, where's this guys? What is this? Oh, and they're coming closer, hiding to make people closer.
So you're from Lille. So
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Lille. Could you tell me a little bit about your city?
Weather is shit, like in London, but we have very good beers. And it's a nice place to live because we're close to Belgium, we're close to England. We can go by train, we can go to Holland, we can go in Germany. Everything is not so far, actually.
Not far, yeah.
Paris, even Paris is not so.
And music scene is quite active into punk, even post-punk. It's better now than 10 or 15 years ago for this styles of music, and it's quite nice place to play, of course. Yeah.
But the only sad thing, but I think it's the same for every, not small city, but medium cities, is the lack of places to play. Really, we have this problem mainly. But otherwise, it's great. Great museums, great people, crazy.
You were on tour, and you had a lot of concerts, I read, no? All around Europe. Do you have any concert which you would say, wow, that was strange or the best or something like this?
Strange, we have some stories.
Sure, we can tell them.
Yeah, because it's always strange to say strange stories for people, because as it's a very human scene, you always know organizers. But the strangest maybe was in France, in Saint-Étienne. It was a very, very strange concert, a Monday, and there was like, I would say 10 people, 7 maybe. And it was as if the barman, the boss, was just here to have some fun with us and didn't even cared about everything. We were paid in bottle of rum with orange. It was fucking strange.
It was in March during the tour with Belgian band By a Computer.
Yeah.
And we played in Switzerland and Italy. It was all concerts were great, and it was a good experience with these crazy Belgian guys.
But the guy from this very bar made gangbangs with his teddy bears. How could you call it? Mechanic dogs. I was like,
the name Dear Dear.
Yeah.
It's a little bit a funny name. How did you choose this one?
I would say it's because of a band. It's an American band. I don't know if you know Suzanne Lewis. She played in Corpses as Bedmates. It looks like swans, early swans, but with a female singer.
They have a song called Dear.
Yeah.
Dear. So we changed just a letter to have this game, this word game.
Yeah.
And it's also it was also a good solution for us to talk about the duality, and that's why we have a lot of songs with titles with the same words, 2 times the same words.
Yeah, but not the same word also, which is interesting. Is the idea of responding to each other, because the first thing that made us want to start a band is like, oh, it would be funny to sing together and see how our voices are responding or echoing or melting.
Federico, you are an Italian and you live in Lille. Since when are you there, and what brought you to France?
I was born in France. In fact, I'm French. My what brought me, my father and my grandparents came here in the 50s, and my father was 9, maybe, and so I was born in France. But I have Italian roots, and that's all.
And he's still Italian. He cannot stop eat pastas and
I
being
love-
grumpy.
I love pasta.
How did you get to know each other, if I may ask?
Ah, music,
Yeah,
Music?
truly.
I had the band Popo Estio. We were looking for a female singer because we had to make a cover of a French famous band with female vocals. So one of my friends told me go to have a look to Cheshire Cat, which
Yeah,
was her
this
band.
was my first band.
And I went to see the band, and okay, we made this cover with Claudine on vocals, and
Not right away, okay, yeah. Because after there was a few months between, and after we went to this famous festival, Drop Dead Festival, and there we got to know each other. I was like,
Closer.
yeah, like that.
And Claudine, you also sing in LeGarrette, FROIDE,
Yes,
the cold.
I would say it's very new, but no, it's not true. It's just it's the second album now, and it started 4 years ago. Is it possible? Yeah, and they also were looking for some voices to add on their album. And at the beginning, I was more like a chorist, and after the guys were very happy with what we've done together, so we started to really work together. Now I'm really with them for not composing songs, but even sometimes lyrics. I mean, Eve is really great. Give me some space to also create my own way to feel the things. So it's a good experience.
Le vent par le débordement dans mes vaisseaux. Personne n'espère voir sur les voiles du blanc. Avant, arrière, take your time. On est ici. Take your time.
Your new album, Choo Choo,
Choo choo.
is Choo Choo, will be released on 11th of October, and you released already one song. No? How was the recording? What is it about?
the recording, as usual, was made at home. It was the best way to work because we can't imagine being stuck in a studio and during maybe 10 hours or 2 days because our construction of song is made through the month, and it's non-stop experimentations.
Yeah, we work with layers.
Yeah, it's work with layers, so it's necessary for us to compose and record and make the arrangements at home. That's very important for us. And about the music, we wanted to have something more danceable. We talked about no wave and disco funk and all these sexy beats, and we wanted to be more into this kind of rhythm.
Because the first album was like a statement. Okay, it was the first stone, and we wanted to explore the more dancey sides of the first album. But working in a studio with Brian Eno could be cool, Otherwise, not interested.
I'm actually through with my questions. Do you have anything to add? What was not mentioned yet?
Thank you, Andre, for the interview.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon, maybe.
Yeah, we will have some concerts for the release of the new album. First one is 11th of October in Lille. And just before, we will play at Mini Cave Festival in Germany in September 21st, I think. And with GUERRE also. And after, we'll have some concerts in November in Bratislava, in Vienna. And December will be Warsaw and Budapest.
Budapest, okay. But we want more, of course.
So we might see each other again.
Yeah, with pleasure.
So Claudine, Federico, thank you very much and have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
A very nice talk with Dear from France. I can't wait to listen to the new album. It will be available on October 11th on Bandcamp. As always, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.